कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जयो गोपी जन वल्लभा जयो गिरिवरधारी। जयो गिरिवरधारी। जयो गोपी जन वल्लभा जयो गिरिवरधारी। जयो गिरिवरधारी। गिरिवरधारी। जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जयो कुंज बिहारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जयो यमुना तीरावनचारी। जयो गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदानंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जयो राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe Jaya Nidai Gauranga Jaya Nidai Gauranga Nidai Gauranga Jaya Nidai Gauranga Gauranga Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Stotarah Shri His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Grantha Rashi Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Shayamudhiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 16, text number 21. Ye Twan Vivikta Sharitai Anuvartamana Yastvam Vivikta Jaritai Anuvartamana Yastvam Vivikta Jaritai Anuvartamana नात्याद्रिया परमभागवत प्रसंगः नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथा पुण्या रजः पुनीतः सत्वं द्विजानुपथा पुण्यरजः पुनीतः सत्वं द्विजानुपथा पुण्यरजः पुनीतः श्रीवत्सा लक्ष्मा किं अघा भगा भाजनस्त्वं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किं अघा भग भजनस्त्वं भाजनस्त्वं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किं अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यस्त्वं विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमाना नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथ पुण्यरजस्पुनीतः श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किम् अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यस्त्वां विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमाना नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथ पुण्यरजः पुनीतः श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किम् अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यस्त्वां विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमाना नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथ पुण्यरजः पुनीता श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किम् अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यस्त्वां विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमाना नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथ पुण्यरजः पुनीतः श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किम् अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यस्त्वां विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमाना नात्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसंगः सत्वं द्विजानुपथ पुण्यरजस्पुनीतः श्रीवत्सलक्ष्म किम् अघा भग भाजनस्त्वं यसा विविक्तचरिते अनुवर्तमानाम् नाद्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसङ्गः सत्वं द्विजानुपदपुण्यरजः पुनीतः श्रीवत्सलक्ष्मकिमघा भगभाजनस्त्वम् अनुवर्तमानाम् नाद्याद्रियत् परमभागवत प्रसङ्गः सत्वं द्विजानुपदपुण्यरजः पुनीतः सेवस्यक्ष्मकिमघा भगभाजनस्त्वम् word meaning yaha who tam Lakshmi Vivekta completely pure Charitaihi devotional services Anuvarthamana serving na not Atyadriya attached Parama the highest Bhagavata devotees Prasangaha attached Saha the Supreme Lord Tvam you Dvija of the Brahmanas Anupatha on the path Punya sanctified Rajaha dust Punitaha purified Shivatsa of Shivatsa Lakshma the mark Kim what Akhaha you obtain Bhoga Bhaga all opulences or all good qualities Bhajanaha the reservoir Tvam you Translation purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation O Lord, you are exceedingly attached to the activities of your pure devotees. Yet you are never attached to the goddess of fortune who constantly engage in your transcendental loving service. How can you be purified, therefore, by the dust of the path transversed by the Brahmanas? And how can you be glorified or made fortunate by the marks of Shivas on your chest? Translation with limitation. O Lord, you are exceedingly attached to the activities of your pure devotees. Yet, you are never attached to the goddesses of fortune who constantly engage in your transcendental loving service. How can you be purified, therefore, by the dust of the path traversed by the Brahmanas? And how can you be glorified or made fortunate by the marks of Srivasa on your chest? Purport. It is said in the Brahma Samhita that the Lord is always served by many hundreds of thousands of goddesses of fortune in his Vaikuntha planet. Yet, because of his attitude of renunciation of all the opulences, he is not attached to any one of them. The Lord has 6 opulences: unlimited wealth, unlimited fame, unlimited strength, unlimited beauty, unlimited knowledge, and unlimited renunciation. All the demigods and other living entities worship Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, just to get her favor. Yet the Lord is never attached to her. He can create an unlimited number of such goddesses for his transcendental service. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is sometimes envious of the tulsi leaves which are placed at the lotus feet of the Lord, for they remain fixed there and do not move. Whereas Lakshmi ji, although stationed by the chest of the Lord, sometimes has to please other devotees who pray for her favor. Lakshmi sometimes has to go to satisfy her numerous devotees, but tulsi leaves never forsake their position. And the Lord therefore appreciates the services of the tulsi more than the service of Lakshmi. When the Lord says, therefore, that it is due to the causeless mercy of the Brahmanas that Lakshmi ji does not leave him, we can understand that Lakshmi ji is attracted by the opulence of the Lord, not by the Brahmanas' benedictions upon him. The Lord is not dependent on anyone's mercy for his opulence. He is always self-sufficient. The Lord's statement that his opulence is due to the benediction of the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas is only to teach others that they should offer respect to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, the devotees of the Lord. This is Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Bracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pavshati Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The chapter Jaya Vichaya cursed by the sages. The sages are counter glorifying the Lord, as Lord is glorified the devotees. Lord say in his glorification of the devotees, my devotees purify my lotus feet. So that's what Lord say. The Ganges is flow through the lotus feet of the Lord, and that Ganges purify all the three worlds. Because this Ganges is sanctified because his devotees are worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. So that is the reason even I want to place the dust of my devotees on my forehead. Then who deny to take the dust from the Brahmana's lotus feet? So to that glorification of devotees, here the sages are telling, you are glorifying your devotees because you are exceedingly attached to the activities of your pure devotees. Also earlier shlokas, the sages say, even Brahmanas, demigods, Brahma, Lord Shiva, even this great personality also look for the favor of Lakshmi ji. And they worship Lakshmi ji for her favor and because for her opulence. Even that Lakshmi ji want to serve your lotus feet. So given the example, the king of bees roam around the tulsi offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. Shri Radha Krishna Chandra Gaurang ki jai. The tulsi offered the lotus feet of the Lord, humming around. So Lakshmi ji also want the favor of Lord's lotus feet. In that way, Lakshmi ji also want the lotus feet, the favor of your lotus feet, and that Lakshmi is worshipped by all the Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, and all the great personality demigods. So even that Lakshmi ji, she also so my opulence, you are not attached to her even. Then how can you say that, okay, we are the great? The Brahmanas is telling how you, these sages are telling how we are great. Because we want the favor of Lakshmi ji, and even that Lakshmi ji look favor of you. That means you are the supreme of everything. Furthermore, in this shloka also the sages are saying Lakshmi ji also serving your lotus feet. You are never attached to the goddess of fortune, who is constantly engaged on transcendental loving service. The Lakshmi ji is doing the massage the lotus feet of the Lord continuously. Not only one Lakshmi, Lakshmi Sahasra Samasamrama Sevyamana. Thousands of Lakshmis are serving the lotus feet of the Lord continuously. Then how you can say that because our service to your lotus feet you are purified? And also the dust of the path, how you can say that you are purified by the dust of the path traversed by the Brahmanas? Because Brahmana was telling, okay, I want to put the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. So that is the reason why here the sages are telling. So how you will be purified by the dust transferred by the Brahmanas? And how can you glorified or made fortunate by the marks of Sivasa? Because Lakshmi ji residing at the chest of Supreme Personality of Lord Vishnu Narayana. So Sivasa. So Shri means Lakshmi ji, Vasa, the Nivasa, where he take the shelter. The Lakshmi ji take the shelter of Lord Narayana. How you can they say that you will be purified? Because she is taking the shelter of your chest for her residence. Now the sages are telling, because you are very much attached to the devotee, that's the reason you glory. Actually, devotees are not the great. You are the great. Because your attachment to the devotees, that's the reason you are telling that my devotees are supreme. So, Lord is so much attached to his devotees. Because the devotees don't want any favor from the Lord materially other than his transcendental services. So, the example of Prahlada, Bhakta Prahlad, the Lord Narasimhadeva killed the Hiranyakashipu, the father of Prahlad Maharaj. And Prahlad Maharaj put a garland. He honored the Supreme Personality Godhead in the form of Narasimhadev. Even Prahlad Maharaj not cared for his own father's death. He glorified the Supreme Personality Godhead. And in spite of so much of torture, Prahlad Maharaj underwent as a small boy. And the Prahlad Maharaj was so determined in his devotion for the Supreme Personality of God, unflinching. All the difficulties he underwent, still Prahlad Maharaj was very much attached to the Supreme Personality of God. He never gave up. This was the great quality of the devotees what Lord is appreciate. How devotees are so attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, similarly Lord is so much attached emotionally to his own devotees because they taken a complete shelter. So, after the devotion of the Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimhadev was very much pleased. Narasimhadev says, I am very much pleased by your unflinching devotion. Now you ask any benediction from, I want to bless you. So, Prahlad Maharaj say, the Narasimhadev, I don't want to entangle in the material world. This material world is entanglement. So, I don't want to ask anything from materially. This material world is actually the entanglement, sense gratification. Because you are insisting me to ask some benediction. So if at all you want to benedict to me something, Maharaj asks something is very important to be all to understand. So Prahlad Maharaj say, Yad dhasyasi me kaman Varam Sattvam Varadarshava Kamanam Hridi Asamroham Bhavatastu Varne Varam. O my Lord, best of the giver of the benediction, if you at all want to bestow a desirable benediction upon me, because Lord want to benedict. Even Prahlad Maharaj don't want, but Lord want to benedict. Okay, now because you want me to ask something from you, because you want, that's the reason I'm asking. This is what the Prahlad Maharaj is telling. Prahlad, I personally don't want anything, but you want me to ask something from me, from you. So that is the reason I'm asking. And as a small child is what he is asking. He say, so if at all want to bestow the desirable benediction upon me, then I pray from your lordship that within the core of my heart there be no material desires. Ultimately, you ask, indirectly, what is it? I don't want anything. Initially, I don't want, because you want to ask something. Okay, I'll ask. That's what I'll ask. I'll ask something again. I don't want anything. So he say, so core of my heart, you remove all the material desires. So, because that material desires is the entanglement in the repeated birth and death cycle. So, this for the great devotees always desire. That's the reason Lord is always glorifying, because they want only the service to the Lord, and they are very compassionate. Later on, Prahlad Maharaj say, I want to be a servant forever. I don't want anything other than this. Any servant who asks some favor from the master is not the good servant. Prahlad Maharaj say, a servant who asks something some favor from the master is not actually the servant. Also say, a master, you give something to the servant to take some benefit from the servant. This is also proper master, not a proper master. In both the ways say, okay, Nrsimhadeva, you don't need to give anything. In other ways say, because he, as a master, he should not give also. Because a good master, he don't give anything to his servant to take some favor from the servant. So, this is what a devotee's nature is always. Completely detached in all the circumstances. Why a devotee don't desire? Because a devotee takes the pleasure by serving the Lord. And what the pleasure a devotee is getting by serving the Lord, nowhere will get such pleasure in whatever the way. There is only two things. The serving transcendental services to the Supreme Lord. Other is not there. Then enjoying the material world. Only two things are there. And Prahlad Maharaj seen the Hiranyakashipu's life. How? Asuravarya, the greatest of atheists. So your desire he was there in so many anxieties. And that was Prahlad Maharaj seeks. There is no happiness by simply sense gratification. So that is the reason Prahlad Maharaj is asking, no, I don't want anything from. There's a reason. Even after this, finally, he blessed Prahlad. Even he asked, not asking, okay, you rule this kingdom for a long time. He blessed him. Now, why Lord blessed Prahlad, you rule this kingdom? Because Prahlad is already detached. We do not have any interest on. and is a pure devotee, you can help. That's what Prahlad Maharaj desire. Okay, how? So I am worried about the fallen souls. How can I benefit those people who are already entangled in this material world? And this was the compassion of the devotees. So, in one sense, the Lord and His devotees understanding, there is no any difference. The understanding of the Lord, understanding of the devotees are the same. The Lord also wants favor the conditioned souls, get out of the entanglement and suffering. And His devotees also the same desire. How these conditioned souls can get out of this material suffering. So that is the reason Lord has given the opportunity to Prahlad Maharaj serve the conditioned souls. But Prahlad Maharaj say, I not have any suffering of my own. Still I have also one suffering. What is my sadness? Because all the conditioned souls are suffering, that is my sadness. So, a devotee by heart is very pure and very compassionate with all the good qualities. That's the reason Lord is very attached to the devotees. That's what the sages are telling. Here Prabhupada writing in the purport, sometime Lakshmi ji is envious of Tulsi Maharani. Because Tulsi Maharani always engage in the service of the Lord, unflinching service. She never moved away from the lotus feet of the Lord. But Lakshmi ji sometime her devotees ask some favor from the Lakshmi ji. There's some materialistic devotees, they ask some favor from Lakshmi ji. There's a reason to fulfill the desire of her devotees. Sometimes Lakshmi ji may have to move from the service of the, move out of the service of the Supreme Lord. There's a reason the Lord is more favored to the Tulsi Maharani than Lakshmi ji. That's the reason Lakshmi ji is envious of Tulsi Maharani. That's what Prabhupada say here. So, Tulsi leaves never forsake their position, and the Lord therefore appreciates the service of the Tulsi more than the service of the Lakshmi. When the Lord says, therefore, that it due to the causeless mercy of the Brahmanas, that Lakshmi ji does not leave him, we can understand that Lakshmi ji is attracted by the opulence of the Lord. Lakshmi ji is attached to the Lord because of opulence of the, because the Lord is have the 6 opulences, and Lakshmi ji is one opulence. He is a Shri, wealth. So, because Lakshmi is attracted to the Lord because of his opulence, and Lord is not depend on anyone's mercy for his opulence. So, like how the other people are depend on the Lakshmi ji for their wealth, and the Lord is not depend on Lakshmi ji for his wealth because he is independent. So, Lord is not dependent on anyone's mercy for his opulence. He is always self-sufficient. The Lord's statement that his opulence is due to benediction of the Brahmanas or Vaishnavas is only to teach others that they should offer respect to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So, Lord is so attached to the Brahmanas. So, this is the understanding for the devotees, that okay, a devotee should be very, very respectable to Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. Never be offensive. So, this is the example the Lord is setting by is shown respect. He not only setting the example to, and also he personally feel that okay, these devotees are very favorable for him, and he's attached. So that is the reason. So there is a reason a Lord is not tolerate when a Vaishnava or Brahmana is offended by anyone. These sages are clarifying. So Vaishnavas are so respected and honored in all the time. It is a lesson the Lord is teaching us, the position of a Vaishnava and Brahmanas. Okay, I'll stop here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.